the world woke to what seemed like just another ordinary day. Headlines chirped about the new Prime Minister, Liz Truss.
I have just accepted Her Majesty the Queen's kind invitation to form a new government.
Preparing to unveil her ambitious energy plans. And the innocent excitement of royal children embarking on their very first day at a new school. But behind the serene, timeless facade of Balmoral Castle, in the quiet seclusion of the Scottish Highlands, a profound and deeply personal drama was already, silently, underway. A subtle, yet relentless, shift was occurring. A quiet urgency that, by the close of that same day, would not only irrevocably alter the course of history for an entire nation, but also send deep, resonating shockwaves of sorrow and change across the entire globe. This isn't merely a chronicle of a monarch's passing. It's the raw, emotional, and utterly human tale of a family, a nation, and a world saying goodbye to an icon, a steady presence who had anchored their lives for over 7 decades. A queen's last wish, at 96 years old. Her Majesty, Queen Elizabeth II, had made a deeply personal decision. She would remain at her beloved Balmoral for the formal transfer of power. A subtle, yet powerful, indication of her advancing years. Just days before, she'd looked frail. But her famous smile, those incredibly twinkling eyes, still shone. But the truth was, the relentless march of time had finally caught up. Her public appearances had dwindled, always accompanied by a trusted family member. She'd pushed through her Platinum Jubilee, a monumental feat of dedication, but it had taken every ounce of her strength. Her final, cherished desire to reach Balmoral, her tranquil sanctuary, for one last, precious summer, surrounded by those she loved most. A family scattered throughout that summer. A quiet anxiety had settled over the royal family. They'd taken turns visiting Balmoral, a constant vigil. By September 7th, Princess Anne and her husband were there. Prince Charles and Camilla were nearby, but critically, other key figures, Prince William, his wife Kate, and, notably, Prince Harry and Meghan, were all hundreds of miles away in England. Little did they know, this geographic separation would soon become a heartbreaking race against the clock. The alarm bell rings, then, the morning of September 8th, an urgent summons. The Queen's medical team rushed to her bedside at Balmoral. Whispers, then a torrent of deeply unsettling news, began to seep out. In a chilling moment, a briefing on London Bridge, the code-named protocol for a monarch's passing, abruptly ended at Windsor. And at 12:32 p.m., the world collectively gasped. Buckingham Palace released a terse, yet utterly devastating statement. Doctors are concerned for Her Majesty's health and have recommended she remain under medical supervision. This wasn't a routine update. This was the unmistakable sound of the final alarm. News channels tore up their schedules, and presenters donned black. The world braced itself for the inevitable. Decades of preparation, for over half a century, London Bridge had been meticulously planned, rehearsed, and refined. Every contingency, every detail, laid out for this exact moment. And alongside it, Operation Unicorn, the specific protocol for a monarch's death in Scotland, a plan always deemed highly probable, given the Queen's love for Balmoral. It's said, the Queen herself had expressed a wish for the Balmoral gamekeepers, men she knew personally, to be her first bar party upon her passing, a testament to her unwavering connection to her beloved Highlands, even in her final wishes. The world holds its breath, as these private, heartbreaking events unfolded in Scotland. In the halls of Westminster, politicians tried to maintain composure. But whispers, hushed notes exchanged between front benches, spoke volumes. Once the palace's stark statement hit, all political wrangling ceased. Every eye, every thought, every agonizing moment was fixed on Balmoral. The world, united in an unprecedented vigil, held its breath. The moment it happened, the truth, now revealed, Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II passed away peacefully at 3:10 p.m. Prince Charles and Princess Anne were by her side, a small comfort in a vast sorrow. But for others, the journey was agonizingly long. William, Andrew, Edward, and Sophie arrived at Balmoral to the crushing realization they were too late. And most poignantly, Prince Harry, whose private jet took off hours later from Luton Airport, was tragically still airborne, completely unaware that the grandmother he adored had already taken her last breath. A moment of profound, isolated grief. The unveiling, the hours following, were a delicate, agonizing dance of royal protocol. A deliberate delay in the public announcement allowed for the dignified informing of all 15 Commonwealth Prime Ministers, some awakened abruptly in the dead of night. Then, just before 6:30 in the evening, the moment arrived. The statement that would echo through history, marking the end of an unparalleled reign. A nation united in grief. The news, once confirmed, unleashed an immediate, almost overwhelming torrent of raw emotion. In newsrooms, hardened journalists openly wept. Across the United Kingdom, within mere minutes, flags on every government and civic building began their slow descent to half-mast, a simple yet profoundly powerful visual testament to a nation's collective sorrow. The crown passes, in that very instant. Without a moment's hesitation or any formal ceremony, King Charles III ascended to the throne. The decades-long London Bridge plans, intricately detailed and rigorously rehearsed, snapped into full, precise motion. A period of solemn national mourning had officially begun. A meticulously choreographed 10-day journey of farewell, every single detail of which had been thoughtfully designed and even personally approved by the Queen herself, years and years in advance. The final grand act, Her Majesty's final journey from the serene peace of Balmoral back to London, became a deeply poignant and symbolic spectacle. Her coffin was carried aboard a Royal Air Force plane, a choice reportedly approved by her, with the humble yet powerful sentiment that if it was good enough for my boys, it was certainly good enough for her. Her passage through the streets of London, even in pouring rain, was a final, majestic act of choreography from a monarch who lived by the unwavering belief that you have to be seen to be believed. After 5 days of lying in state at Westminster Hall, her funeral at Westminster Abbey became a truly historic event, the first televised funeral for a British monarch. A monumental occasion witnessed by billions worldwide, powerfully underscoring her unparalleled global significance and reach. A reunion. The solemn return to Windsor Castle and the deeply personal committal service at St. George's Chapel marked a quiet, yet profound, end to the public mourning. Within the hallowed walls of the chapel, a poignant reunion unfolded as the Queen was finally laid to rest beside her beloved husband, Prince Philip, bringing a peaceful and everlasting conclusion to their extraordinary partnership. Her enduring legacy, the passing of Queen Elizabeth II, undeniably left a profound void, not just in the intricate fabric of the United Kingdom, but across continents. Her departure ushered in a new era, leaving many with the distinct, almost unsettling feeling that the world had subtly, yet fundamentally, shifted. It felt, to countless millions, a little strange without her constant, reassuring presence. She was an utterly unique figure in world history. A monarch who reigned for an astonishing 70 years, effortlessly balancing the ancient mystique of the crown with an approachable, almost accessible demeanor. Perhaps her most remarkable achievement, a testament to her enduring popularity and wisdom, was that she left the royal family arguably more popular and respected than when she first ascended the throne. A promise kept. Her entire life, from her youthful pledge to her very last breath, was intrinsically defined by two powerful, guiding principles: unwavering duty and selfless service. As she famously declared on her 21st birthday, in a broadcast from Cape Town that resonated globally, "I declare before you all that, my whole life, whether it be long or short, shall be devoted to your service and to the service of our great imperial family, to which we all belong." The unforgettable Queen. And this was a solemn promise she kept. With unyielding commitment, unparalleled grace, and profound love, until her very last breath.